from the, let's take a role model. Let's take one of these particular African countries that were able to develop an infrastructure of a legal infrastructure, and also what is important, enforceability of that particular ruling that will come from arbitration or will come from the court. Okay, where do you think that we have a model role that we could say that if African countries can adopt this particular model, would have a different scene in a very calm future?
Well, I don't have a crystal ball. What I can say, what I can point to as examples of success stories, if we try to focus the conversation on the dispute resolution legal framework, I think a country such as Rwanda is a very interesting example. It's a jurisdiction in which there has been, I think, a movement of all different stakeholders, from the judiciary to the lawmakers to the legal expert, the legal practitioners, to create a favorable environment for arbitration. And be in a position to be one of the champions in the continent, to be able to lead arbitrations, to be a seat of choice for arbitrations in the continent. So you do have in that jurisdiction an arbitration law that can be considered as modern. You have jurisdictions, judges that have rendered excellent quality decisions in terms of enforcement of arbitral awards. In fact, I'm not aware of an example of annulment of an award to date. I see Professor Emilia pointing to one. Okay, well, one example of an annulment. I am not suggesting here that annulling an award is necessarily a bad thing. Let's be clear. We're again, from that standpoint, it's really about annulment of award on very generally accepted standards in the profession. And you have the example of that arbitration center, the Kigali International Arbitration Center, which has over a decade now, and that is an excellent success story of an institution that operates in a transparent manner, efficiently in the resolution of disputes, and that is growing very rapidly. You do have other examples in terms of arbitration centers in the continent, but they might not be combined with such a favorable environment. So let's say, for example, you look at, in West Africa, in Cameroon, the CEMAG is a very interesting example of a center that has had an excellent development. It was led by Marie-André Ngwe until recently, who is a Cameroonian lawyer, and she's built that center to become a very good center to the service of local businesses in their arbitrations for local and regional arbitrations. Another example you have is in Burkina Faso. So these are examples that most of the public doesn't know about, of local regional centers that are operating extremely well. That said, they don't benefit from what you have in places like, Paris, Geneva, Kigali, of the support of the entire legal infrastructure, meaning the judiciary, meaning the experts. But that's changing. That's part of the work that we're doing on a daily basis with ICC. Building also a pool of practitioners able to cater to the needs of businesses who are having arbitrations in those countries is something that will contribute to that change of landscape. It's as you said, it's a process. I think what you said about the economy is very true about the legal framework and the dispute resolution framework. It's a process.